Right, P, this is where we start changing the way that we look at stuff. Perspective. So how did you find S? You know, ideally, I'd like this step of space to last for at least a couple of weeks to really allow your mind to adjust to the new tempo. I do appreciate that this can be a tall ask if living in a high-paced environment, which most of us do. So S may have been difficult for you. It may have really tested you, as it's designed to take you off of autopilot and give you the time and space that you need to connect with you. There may have been self-doubt, fears, boredom, thought patterns that you'd rather not have had. These are the same thought patterns that you try to ignore or bury with being busy. I always encourage every friend, client, colleague to give themselves some silence whilst they slow down, because you'd be amazed how much good can come out of a little personal quiet time, because we don't get enough. Anyway, moving on to P, perspective. Why is perspective so important? Well, because how you look at a situation will determine how you respond to it. And there is always another way to look at the thing that's causing you pain. It may be hard to see right now, but when you're able to slow down, seek silence, and even stop, the clouds seem to clear and allow the mind to get new insights and perspectives that will serve you well. You see, there is never just one way to respond to the challenges that we're faced with in life, yet we can often get caught up owning a default response that does us more harm than good. You know, keep on responding to situations the same way. And I think it's safe to say that most of us rational thinkers probably realize that we may have overreacted at times and wonder why that thing that happened had such an impact on us. And on the flip side of that, we may never realize that we overreacted to a certain situation. And in this scenario, we end up reliving the pain every time we're reminded of that thing, of that situation. See, I've been guilty from all of the above. I've suffered from responding in these ways. And yeah, I say suffered because at the time I truly felt that I was justified in my actions and my reactions when I didn't realize the only thing that was causing me pain was myself. And I didn't shift my perspective till much later and realized that I had told myself a story. And in that story, it was always their fault. I was always the victim and I wasn't the one to blame. This caused me to respond in ways that didn't do me any favors. I've said it before, shit happens and it always will. And until we realize that shit happens for us and not to us, we'll always be at the mercy to life's unpredictability. See, being able to shift your perspective on absolutely everything that you're challenged with in life is probably the biggest leaps that you can take in our personal development journey. Because tough times are a part of our human experience. They're here to help us grow, learn, and become more resilient.